David Axelrod, Obama's chief advisor, has just worked in a successful election campaign for the Muslim candidate in Nigeria against the Christian incumbent. The Muslim candidate is a former military dictator who ruled the country with an iron hand, who now is trying to make a comeback as a democratic leader. His name is Muhammad Buhari, and he has just defeated a guy named Goodluck Jonathan, the Christian candidate for president of Nigeria. Of course, Nigeria is a very valuable country because of the huge oil reserves inside, and winning the presidency there is a big deal. Buhari used to be an advocate of Sharia law and attempted to impose it in Nigeria. He now says that he's over that and he's not going to do that and he'll behave himself. But the question is, do we take him at his word or not? More disturbing is the concept that Obama's operative, leading political operative, with his approval or without, we don't know, went to Nigeria to help overturn the Christian government that was in charge there. I personally find it impossible to believe that he would have done so without at least consulting with the president. This conforms to a pattern that's emerging that's very disturbing. It's now known that Obama's aides participated aggressively in the campaign to defeat Netanyahu in Israel, that they funneled over $20 million into the anti-Netanyahu campaign, which Netanyahu's people claim included $1 million of American tax money, and now this involvement in Nigeria. For the record, Axelrod says, yeah, he did work with this guy a year ago, and when he announced his candidacy about 7 or 8 months ago, but hasn't worked with him since. But we'll see, and a lot of evidence contradicts him. But in any case, he certainly did help him in the current cycle get started and get moving. This amounts to a kind of new American imperialism. Instead of using the army to invade or the CIA to destabilize, they're using political consultants and campaign funds to try to make elections come out right. And it would be forgivable if they wanted them to come out right. But instead, in my judgment, they're trying to have them come out wrong. The Nigerian candidate who was just elected president, his group has had ties to Boko Haram, the terrorist group in Nigeria. And of course, the opposition to Netanyahu, I think, wants to give away the store to the Palestinians and ultimately cripple the Jewish state. When I worked for President Clinton, we worked aggressively to try to re-elect Boris Yeltsin in Russia. But I think that was in the interests of the United States to stop the communists and the fascists from taking over. But this is one where I think clearly he's going against the interests of the United States and in favor of putting a Sharia law former dictator in charge of a largely Christian country, or more than half Christian country. Thanks for watching.